Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Rebels, you guys. Oh my gosh. Last time just, it's way too, it was way too tense, and then I thought everything was fine, and then, like, I just got this nagging feeling the whole time, like, it's not fine. It's gonna unravel very, very, very fast, and I hate it when I am right. But I was. So, I will briefly get into the last episode and what I thought of it before I jump on into this next one. There's also one thing I want to point out too. But before I do that, I will just say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, it's just way too much last time. The whole time I'm like, this is like Thrawn's just going to see through this, and he's going to see through it, and then like, but it's all fine right up until the end there. And then it was that gosh darn helmet that gave it away. Although, to be fair, I feel like if Yularen was saying, like, that was way too easy, Thrawn must have been thinking it too. You know, there was something about, even like trying to frame price, I could kind of see, like, that's why I thought we were going at first. But like, there is something about framing lists that, like, yeah, it doesn't quite add up, you know? So maybe that was kind of a miscalculation on Callus's part. It was executed pretty well, I gotta say. Like, it's not like Callus is not intelligent or not strategic or clever or whatever, but what we're dealing with here is just so much. It's just so much. It's so much further beyond. Like, seriously, Thrawn is probably one of the smartest people on, like, the entire show. I will also really briefly point out that I totally blanked on Yularen, and I realized afterwards that it's the same one from Clone Wars. Like, I heard the voice, I'm like, this feels familiar, but he didn't look like him. So, but yeah, well, I mean, he wouldn't after a few years. So, so sorry about that. But yeah, it was cool to see him. It's still kind of like one of those things like, oh wow, yeah, so a lot of these people just went over to the Empire. So that's, you know, they were like on our side if you were watching this, and now they're not. So that's kind of wild. But anyway, moving on. Just wanted to point that out because I'm like, oh my gosh, how could I have missed that? So yeah, guys. And now I'm wondering if Thrawn's gonna get suspicious about them deleting stuff. Like, is there any way to tell? I don't know. I don't think so. Or else they wouldn't have done it. But then again, this is Thrawn we're talking about, and I just feel like it's all fair game now. But now it does feel like Thrawn might be trying to exploit the fact that Callus is fulcrum for his own agenda. You know, like, I don't know if we're necessarily going to go after him right away. It doesn't sound that way. It sounds like we're just going to ride this out and try to get, you know, information out of that for ourselves. So that's equally bad. But yeah, guys, I just don't want to see Callus die, but I feel like he's just so fair game right now. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going to, he should have just gone with them. He should have just gone. He should have listened to Ezra. But yeah, guys, it was a fantastic episode. I really, really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what they have for us next. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the next episode of Rebels. Let's do this.
Well, I'd say they're late, but we don't even know when they're supposed to show up. Or who we're meeting.
Whoever they are, Senator Organa wants them to get where they're going, and he's trusting us to get them fuel.
If he trusts us, why is he keeping us in the dark?
A probe? What's it doing way out here?
Oh, right. It's one of the...
That's bad.
Is it one of the, like the one that we met a few episodes ago?
Before it spots us.
Ezra, get in the nose gun. But hold your fire. We don't want to attract attention if we can avoid it.
I don't think it saw us.
I'll be convinced when it leaves.
Yes! Please tell me he's gonna try to get away.
Come on, kid, hit it before it transmits our location.
Thanks, quick!
Yeah, I'm sure it's good at evasive maneuvers. Nicely done.
Gold Squadron. We catch you at a bad time.
Sorry about that, Gold Squadron. Close call with an Imperial probe. We've heard a lot about you, Phoenix Squadron.
You have?
Yeah, you blew up the comm tower on Lothal and Tarkin's Star Destroyer.
The tower wasn't us, but the Star
Don't say
Destroyer.
it very
Guilty
nicely,
as
though.
charged.
You might think twice.
Your little encounter may have jeopardized this mission.
Oh, you mean the probe?
Oh, great.
What did you expect us to do?
It would have been prudent to avoid detection, as ordered.
They were trying
This
to
assignment is
avoid
extremely
detection.
sensitive.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have given us a few more details instead of being so sensitive about your assignment.
It was probably looking for us, specifically. We are carrying cargo highly valuable to the rebellion.
What?
And desperately wanted by the Empire.
What? Why don't you clue us in on what you're carrying, first of all?
What about our ship? We need all the firepower we can get.
You got anyone who can fly it?
Yeah, me.
He's like, oh boy.
Just remember what I taught you.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Hera believes in him, that's really saying something because Hera's like the ultimate pilot.
Get everyone off the transport and on the coast, now!
Oh no.
Let us be of assistance, Captain.
Mon!
Senator Mon Mothma.
Hey! Ah! In person! Not just on the little hollow!
Proper introductions will have to wait a
Hit him, Gold 3.
Nice. Aw, teamwork. Way to go, Ezra!
Senator Mon Mothma, this is my crew.
Senator, let's forget this mission and get you back to Chandrila to a proper hiding place.
No hiding. My presence at the meeting is not optional.
You mean the meeting?
Ask and I trust them to get me there. We're in the process of building an alliance, uniting the various rebel cells across the galaxy.
Yay,
My
the
challenge
Rebel
to the
Alliance.
Emperor was a call to stand against the Empire.
Her involvement has been a secret, but the Empire will be attempting to track any ship that tries to leave this system.
I know a way to sneak you out of the sector. Senator, we'll get you to that meeting.
Nice.
Give them the coordinates to Dantooine.
Sweet. Oh my god. So
transport vigorously, but we thwarted their attempt.
Their cargo was something prized. A certain senator, I suspect.
how are you figuring all this out?
Capture is a priority. If she escaped aboard the Ghost, where is she now?
Not where you'd expect.
Through the nebula.
Our capital ships can't follow her.
Precisely. So I
So-
readied my new prototype and our best pilots to hunt down and capture this rogue senator.
Grand Admiral, allow me the honor of silencing her.
When our fighters flush the rebels out into the open, you'll be in position to capture Senator Mon Mothma alive. She could be our key to locating the true rebel fleet.
Oh
As you
crap.
wish.
So they know that she's putting together the Rebel Alliance too. It's not just that she spoke out. Although that has something to do with it, is that they're on to her that she's putting this network together. Dang it. Why is he always like right on top of everything we're doing?
Sometimes I envy pilots. Life or death. It's a new experience, being on the run. But if that's what it takes...
Whatever it takes, this rebellion is worth it.
I'm so proud of all of them. God, how are you supposed to make any
Archeon
difference in the
Nebula.
Senate when he's
There's
been running
stars forming in
everything?
there. Get too
You know?
close and you'll burn up.
This is Commander Volscaris of the Imperial Navy. You are harboring a traitor to the Empire. Surrender immediately.
Gold 3 and 4, send him our reply.
Oh, is our reply going to be...
Get out of there, both!
Go.
Close formation. We might be able to lose him in the nebula.
Dang it. I hate that Thrawn is just like a step ahead of us at all times. It's really obnoxious.
Stay on the Ghost. tight.
And this is our only chance.
Okay, come on. Oh my god, the console's like frying up. Come on, Hera. Well, we know Mon makes it out alright, so. But still.
Hera!
Hera, how are you doing over there? Oh my lord. Ah! I see layers peeling off.
We'll hold off the defender while you get the senator out of here.
He's right. Go now. We got this.
Oh, wow. Everyone back here holding it down so that it's true. Like, we'll do... Oh, crap.
Got a new problem. 2 of them.
We'll do anything to, like, get to see this through, you know?
Emergency power.
Hail the rebel ship.
This is Governor Price. You have been charged with treason against the Empire. Now submit or be destroyed.
Very well.
What?
She'll never keep her word.
I know. I'm stalling her while you figure out a plan.
Oh!
I'll take what I can get.
He's coming around. Gold Leader, I'm bringing him right to you. Be ready with that ion cannon.
He's too fast. I'll never hit him.
Sure you will. Just fire when I tell you.
Just believe.
They are in range now, Governor.
Activate tractor beam.
Your requests are denied, Senator. Prepare to be boarded.
Oh, great.
Chop! Divert all power to the engines.
Oh, no. I was hoping that would work.
I'm gonna fly right through your sights. And fire!
I hope this works! Yay! Wow, Ezra!
Oh, you got him!
He'll recover from that ion blast, but you bought us some time.
We've got to get out of here and find the ghost.
You take the lead.
I'm sorry, Senator. I'm going to have to shut her down.
Hera, do you read me?
Ezra!
Ezra! Hey, we could use an assist!
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
That's the bad news.
Oh, great.
He's like, I see it. I see the bad news.
2 rebel fighters have
We're caught in a tractor beam. Can you break us free?
Kid, charge your ion cannon and arm your proton torpedoes.
Proton torpedoes?
But aren't you not
Negative.
supposed
Do
to
not
use
attack
those?
the Star Destroyers. Fire at the nebula!
The nebula?
Of course! Remember what Harris said about firing torpedoes in the nebula?
I understand, Phoenix Leader. We're going in.
Fire right into the nebula. Nebula will ignite. Nice.
Close the tractor beam.
We're free.
Let's GTFO, please. Yes! The way to go!
Now!
We're coming up on the rendezvous point. Ready to transmit, Senator.
Let's just hope someone's listening.
I think there are more people out there than you would
This is
think.
Senator Mon Mothma. I've been called a traitor for speaking out against a corrupt galactic senate. A senate manipulated by the sinister tactics of the Emperor. I hereby resign from the Senate to fight for you, not from the distant halls of politics, but from the front lines. We will not rest until we bring an end to the Empire, until we restore our republic. Are you with me?
I'm with her.
Look!
Yay! Oh my god!
They came.
There's so many.
This, my friends.
They just
this
needed to
is
unite.
our rebellion.
So proud of you all. I'm so proud of you all. Oh my god! This for real got to me. Oh man, that was so good. So guys, another series I'm watching features Mon very, very prominently. So for a minute, I had to like think about it to be like, oh wow, we're like seeing her in Rebels. That's such a big deal. Because I'm like, I just saw you like not that long ago. But that was so good. I love the action was great. It looked so good. It was so fun to see Ezra. Just like I said, growing before our eyes and just getting to, you know, show off his his new skills and his maturity and everything, and just like how much he can do now. It's really, really, really cool. I love that Kanan taught him to be a Jedi, but Hera taught him to be a pilot. And it's like he's acquired all these amazing skills from our crew. So Mon spoke out, and our crew and the Gold Squadron were the ones who got her safely to a spot where she could officially open up the Rebel Alliance. At this point, we know there are lots of Rebel cells, and they are starting to organize a little bit, but I think there's one thing that the Empire was not counting on. They weren't counting on everyone teaming up. Because it's easy to put out a few small fires. You know what I mean? A few small rebellions, a few, you know, just kind of uprisings or whatever where they take place. The Empire's so massive. I feel like they never even gave it a second thought. But I don't think they realized either that when people are at the end of their ropes and someone comes in and is like, you are not the only ones feeling this, let's do something about it. That is a dangerous combination for the Empire. So that was just fantastic. I love that episode. I love that we got Mon. We got to see Bail. We got a few like familiar faces there at the end. It was really nice to see the quick thinking that we had to use, you know, using our environment to our advantage. And that's a great like example of how, you know, the rebels don't have to have massive Star Destroyers. All they have to do is be super clever and have some ingenuity with whatever it is around them they can use. At this point, I just feel like the Empire's pushed people too far. Like, they've pushed people too far to the point where, like, backing down is not an option anymore. Like, that's where we're at, you know? So, wow. And you know, it's funny. I couldn't help but think of Padme through this episode while we're dealing with, like, the whole Senate thing. I mean, the Senate has been so mired in the manipulation of Palpatine for so long. There was never a chance that, like, the Senate under the Empire was ever going to be able to get things done. They were essentially just for show until they finally came in and got rid of that, too. But where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. I couldn't help but think of Padme and how she was so... She believed so much in what could be done in the Senate. And even her, like, you could see throughout the Clone Wars and everything. And then finally at the end there, she's like, oh, wow. Like, you just start to notice more and more of, like, the corruption and the shortcoming. And you know, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, you know, the Republic wasn't corrupt before Palpatine came along. Because actually, another series I've watched recently, I've been so blessed with good Star Wars content lately. I'm like having a Star Wars renaissance right now. It's amazing. But, you know, another series I saw recently kind of emphasized that even more, that, like, there was corruption that had nothing to do with Palpatine. He came in and he exploited the living heck out of it and used it to his advantage and just puppeteered everything with that in mind. But, you know, the Senate never had a chance of getting anything done. No. The Senate was there for show, for sure. But man, I'm proud of Mon. I'm proud of our crew. And you could just see how, like, they'll just do anything to see to it. You know, like, you don't realize, and again, I'm seeing this on another show that I'm watching, you don't realize how, like, every single inch of this journey was an epic struggle. For some, like, a life-altering or fatal struggle. Just to even get a tiny bit of momentum towards the rebellion. But this was a big day. This was a big day. I'm gonna have a cupcake in celebration of this. I feel like this is a special occasion. It's the day that the rebellion formed officially, the Rebel Alliance anyway. The rebellion was there before. So, yeah, I think that calls for some celebration. So, all right, guys, that was awesome. I love the cameo. I don't know her name, but I was going to say I should have stuck around to see who the, because it's kind of sounded like the actress who's been playing Mon recently, but I could be wrong. So yeah, guys, really, really, really great episode. I absolutely love this show. I just, every time I think like, oh, okay, they're here now, so we're just gonna say, it's like they come in and they do something to just up the ante of awesomeness. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Can't wait for next week. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me today. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Please, please, because things are definitely heating up now. Like we're definitely inching in towards like, we're catching up with A New Hope pretty fast, or at least like Rogue One really, really fast. So please don't leave me now. I know I'll need your help. I know there's big stuff ahead. So please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.